All right.
Hello, everybody, and we are live here on StreamYard. Thank you so much for being here at Quantum Heart Talks. I am so excited to get Oktoberfest running and going. I just can't even tell you, my heart is just beating. I'm so excited. Especially because I've got this divine soul sister, Trinity, joining me today for my first interview. And so I'm super excited to have Trinity from Stars of Unity with us. She is just, what can I say? She is a gift. She is a blessing. She is talented. She is just, I just love her, and I can't wait to share her with all of you today, and all the other things that we're going to be talking, all things quantum energy. It's super exciting. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for tuning in, Nina. Thank you for that comment. And thanks, everybody. Thanks for being part of making a difference in the world and contributing to human consciousness, that grand awakening that we need right now more than ever. More than ever. So thank you, Trinity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you for saying yes to your gifts. Thank you for stepping up and sharing your gifts, because, you know, for a lot of people who aren't quite there or quite understand about quantum energy, it's just kind of a new concept that's kind of happening right now. So this is really exciting, and I'm really excited to introduce everybody to you. So just give us a little bit on who Trinity is and what does Trinity do, and how did you get into all this quantum energy stuff?
Oh man, do we have the time? No. Thank you, first of all, for having me here. It is such an honor to be in these groups, to be in this interview with you. Ever since I've met you, our conversations they're just mind-blowing, and I love it. I can't ever get enough of it. So thank you so much. Hello, everyone commenting. We see you there. It's so awesome to see faces. I love this.
I know, it's great.
Yeah, it really is. So who am I? This is so funny because this is the question that everyone should know. It should be the easiest question to answer. And for me, it's always like, cat got your tongue. I'm like, what? Who am I? It's always different, right? But so yeah, I am a quantum energy medicine practitioner. I am an intuitive life coach and a channel. Of course, many other things too, but this is something that I really am passionate about. Hi, Shamama. Speaking of what I do, that's my partner in crime right there, Miss Shamama Sherry. We just love to hold space for individuals in all areas in all stages of your life, and we hold a space where we can bring balance to your energy field. And let's see, I wrote some notes down so I took notes on myself. Anyways, it's to bring balance to the mind, body, and the soul. And we bring in a lot of quantum energy modalities, which are super amazing. We have learned a lot about the subconscious and how it's such a huge part of our reality, of our manifestation. And so we have learned many ways to help realign, recalibrate the subconscious. And this is all thanks to the quantum and learning the quantum codes, and very exciting.
Oh, wow. Quantum codes. Okay. This is really exciting stuff, because as a high performance coach, you know, as you know, and some of the people that are watching know that I've done this for about 30 years. And I've always talked about, you know, that's my specialty, the mindset mojo coach. She talks about the conscious and the subconscious all the time. But tell us a little bit about this gift you have about quantum coding to the subconscious. Now, this is fascinating.
Thank you. It is. It's so funny because I think I explain it in such a great way, but then I get all these questions at the end. They're like, seriously, what is it? Like, what do you do? So I'm going to try my hardest, but the subconscious resides in every single cell of our body, right? And it creates like approximately 95% of our reality. And if you think in terms of energy and frequency, vibrations, all of that, it definitely makes sense. Well, our subconscious is our belief system, right? And this belief system is definitely developed later on in life, or I mean, it's developed from childhood on. So we have these subconscious belief systems where maybe in our adult years, our conscious mind's goal is I want to be a millionaire or something, and our subconscious belief is money is the root of all evil, something like that. Well, obviously, in terms of energy and everything, that doesn't line up. Right?
Correct.
So,
it's like totally out of sync. Like, so
totally.
we're totally like out of whack.
Yeah, it's like trying to
So
tune.
that would make sense. So that would totally make sense why all the efforting would be useless. No matter,
Right.
so everybody goes, I'm doing all this work and I'm doing all this effort and I'm not even close to where I'm supposed to be. This doesn't make any sense, right? So that totally resonates. That's a really aha moment for a lot of people.
95% of you is working against your conscious goal. Like you're working against yourself in that manner, right? That's why you're working so hard and you don't even know why. You're like, I'm going to give up. Let's just test the subconscious. So we use this muscle testing feature or whatever, muscle testing process to see where your beliefs lie. When you're communicating with the subconscious through muscle testing, when you get a belief, when you get a yes for that belief statement, let's say we say a statement like money is the root of all evil, we test that, and your subconscious, if there is a belief system there, if it holds that belief system, the muscles contract like a 17% of your muscles just kind of naturally contract to a yes, and this gives us our yes for muscle testing. And then if there's a no, the body actually just relaxes. It loosens up, and so that gives you your no, and therefore that's the communication to us to see whether you have it or don't. Now, let's say for the money is root of all evil, you carry that belief system. That is not a belief system that's going to serve you, right? So you wouldn't want to have that belief system. You'd want it to be cleared.
Who wants that?
Yeah, you'd want it to be cleared. Well, with permission only, you could give me permission. And literally, this is the hardest part to explain because you see me close my eyes. I sometimes do this. I sometimes talk. I said, who knows what I do? And then I come out of it and recheck. What I am doing is we're in the quantum realm. Everything's in the quantum realm. Like there's no such thing as time and space in the quantum realm. And the past, present, future all run simultaneously. Like it's just all present. Right.
It's difficult for some people who are not familiar with the quantum field to understand that, because we have been programmed to think very linear, extremely linear, and of course compartmentalize everything.
Well, it's helped us evolve.
Yes.
Right.
In some cases, yes, absolutely. But now we're kind of in that next step of how do we raise that human consciousness? How do we align? How do we balance? And what you're digging into is the root cause of what gets misaligned. And you're talking about that whole rewiring, reprogramming at the subconscious, because that's basically what's running the ship. Not this conscious brain that we think we're so smart. Look how smart we are. When in actual fact, what are you saying? Is what, 5%? Is that what you're saying? Like 5%?
Yeah, it's like the subconscious is the ship, and if the subconscious can't go faster, but the driver, the conscious one, presses on the gas to go, like, what do you think is going to work? The driver is going to be shit out of luck, basically. Right?
Now, how did you come to tap into this modality? How did you in your life all of a sudden, when did Trinity wake up, or was she always awake, or is this a recent thing? Is this something you've been doing for a long time? Like, how did you actually step into this modality?
So with this specific modality, I have had only a year. It's opened up so much for me by all means, and how I came about it.
Would one say quantum leaps?
Oh yeah, right. That's perfect. That is so perfect. Now I've always been the intuitive life coach, and we carry a lot of skills and modalities, but this specific, the subconscious recalibration is what I call it, I've had for about a year. And how that came about was that I wasn't on Facebook a whole lot, and I ended up joining this beautiful women's circle, and we held a group on Facebook. So I happened to start I think it was like once a week we had a specific meeting in Facebook. So once a week I was getting on Facebook, and at this time I was trying to like create my own website, and because of my name Trinity, I was, the mind, body, the soul, I was just like, I'm going to do my name, and I had this awesome picture picked out and this whole mind, body, spirit thing picked out, and I'm scrolling through Facebook one day and I see this beautiful woman that is talking about the Trinity room, where they talk about the trifecta of the mind, body, and spirit. And the picture that she had was the same picture I used for my website, that I wanted to use for my website. Everything about this, I'm like, what in the world is going on here? I've got to check this girl out. Well, her name is Amber Freeland, one of the most amazing women I have ever come across in my whole entire life. Heart-centered, she's fierce woman, powerhouse. I just love her to death. Well, she was on a live and she was doing subconscious reprogramming, just on the live, or talking of, they did some examples of subconscious reprogramming. I caught that live and I was sold within that because I experienced it. I was able to experience her clearing out old belief systems and downloading new ones. I experienced it within that live, that moment.
Wow.
It was so, I was hooked. I felt the energy moving in every single cell of my body. And I'm very energy sensitive. You may feel something, you may not, but oh my goodness. And I was just taken, I was blown away. So I ended up, bugging her to death and her amazing husband. Her husband is so great.
So obviously your heart was really tugging at your truth. And we talk about that a lot. We actually have like 3 brains, like this one, the heart, and the gut.
The gut, yep.
We always tell people what's your gut telling you, or what's your heart telling you, right? Mm-hmm. And it sounds like this is something that was like the whole thing was just like pulling you into a vortex. And,
even if I would have said no and refused, they'd be like, no, you don't get an option. You don't get a choice here. We drew it out for you. Here's your name. Right.
So tell me, so speaking of that, pulling you in, you got introduced to the world's first quantum energy tool, which, as you know, working in the quantum, there's a big difference between quantum energy and being in the quantum field dealing with frequency. And so tell us how you decided, why did you say yes, since you know how to already tap into the quantum field? Why would you need a modality to do that?
So there's so much in the quantum realm, and there's a difference between belief systems, and there's a difference between needing your daily spark, because it changes. You have the nutrients, you have the molds, the quality of air, the radiation. There's so much that we that this offers. Technically, I guess I could do something, but I don't need to. We have this amazing tool. Yeah. It's so beautiful, and I love it, and it makes sense to me because I understand what's going on, how it works, even without knowing how it works behind the scenes with Limbic Arc, but I know how it works.
So you're one of the fortunate ones, because you do know how it works, because you understand the quantum field. But we get a lot of people who say, well, I don't really get it. Like, how does it work? And I said, that's a great question. I always tell people that's a fabulous question. But do we really need to know how? This is what I think what gets us into trouble about a lot of things. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to change this. I don't know how. Well, when you really tap into the quantum, it just unfolds for you when, like you talked about it so eloquently, about how is it aligned or is it misaligned? If it's misaligned, it's not going to open up to you. It's always going to be like this clashing. And I always say to people, is it really important to know how? If you're receiving and you're feeling the benefits, it's kind of like me using a cell phone. I don't have a clue how my cell phone works, but I do like using it. Right. And because it's so simple, you just push a button, the phone works. And that's kind of like with this tool. People are shocked. What do you mean? You just push it. And I go, yep, pretty much.
Right.
What did you notice so obviously you noticed the simplicity of it and and how easy it is.
Yeah. So the technical aspects of it, the codes itself, like even the voice recording part of it, like I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Like this makes sense, right?
What have been the biggest benefits that have you noticed from it since you've been using it? And how long have you been using it actually? How long?
Only about a month. My business partner, Mama Sherry, I think she's in the comments here. Actually, I think she's driving, so please don't comment still. She ran into, and it was so cute. I just remember we meet every single morning to connect and channel. We're business partners, so of course. And she's like, okay, I have to listen to the signs. It's so synchronistic, but I ran into this lady and I'm going to meet with her and she's going to spark me. And I'm like, okay. That's all I got. I didn't get what it was. Yes, it was. I didn't even know what sparking was or anything at that point. I'm just like, okay. Well, so she didn't even wait until the next time we met. She like afterwards, she's like, oh my God, I can't wait to spark you. You're going to love this, blah, blah, blah. So then when I met with you, which was just a couple days later, I literally was able to notice the energy right away as soon as I hit activation. Because for me, when I am doing the subconscious reprogramming or recalibration, once I receive that permission from the person, everything is released. The code is released within you. Wow. Automatically right there. And so when I hit activate, it felt to me like that was me giving permission. And then all of a sudden I just felt like throughout my whole entire body, just like tingling. And I'm just like, woo, yeah. We got great hug. Yeah.
Big universal love hug.
Right? It was amazing. But I was more fascinated with everything that it picked up in every single different time. I live in Oregon, so it did pick up certain molds and the air quality. So it's still really good, but it picked everything up. There was one morning I was feeling really yucky, like my stomach was hurting. It was starting to like be that pain where it was like going to go into my head. And I was just like, so I ended up sparking myself. I redid a spark and it caught everything and I activated it and everything went away. Like, I swear to God. Yeah. It was amazing. And I just allowed it to happen. Like I totally just surrendered to the magic of what's going on. I don't know the specific code. Everything is a specific code. I will just say that right now. I already know enough of them.
Okay. So that's good to know. That's great information because that helps us understand when people say, well, how do they know the code? Right. Yeah. Well, everything is energy and everything is connected. So therefore everything has its own unique energetic signature.
It is an energetic signature.
This is what you're referring to is that energetic signature of information that in the quantum realm, in that 0 point, we're just spheres of influence that are passing each other. And then some things connect to handshake and you're the one who's getting it to handshake.
Right. Like I like that. That's so cool. I really like how you said that.
Well, that's why that would totally resonate with you. So that is so cool. So tell everybody if they want to get a hold of you, where's the best place to get a hold of you? If they want to reach out and hear more about this subconscious reprogramming and where's the best place that they can reach out to connect with you and handshake?
Oh my gosh. Comment. No, surrender to the magic. Yeah, right. It is surrendering to the magic. Before I say where you could call or get a hold of me at, it is magic. You don't have to know the specifics on it because if you really wanted to tap into the specifics, there is so much information. You'd be there for all of eternity. Right? Like everything is its own signature. It's its own stamp, its own energy, and it's information, right? So just surrender to the magic. If there's something that you're asking, ask why it's within you. Why are you holding it? Why? Why are you holding on to the how? Because you're scared? Are you holding on because you don't want to change to get better? Because that's scary. You could be in one of the most uncomfortable positions, but you've been there for so long that if you were to get out of it and to feel better, you'd be like, what do I do with this? Right?
Unfamiliar territory, right? I think that's why. One of the things that I say with a lot of my clients is your comfort zone is not your friend.
Yeah.
Your
Right.
comfort zone is not your friend, because the comfort zone, if you're staying in it and you're not allowing anything else to flow into it, it starts to get very stagnant and it's actually turning into a swamp. Well, we all know what grows in a swamp. Nothing.
Right.
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 So, and I think that's exactly what you're trying to say, is that when you expand, if you can just even expand that comfort zone, so there's some air getting out, you don't necessarily have to do this quantum leap into, into something that's way out there. But if you just let something in, to let the circulation going, to let things start moving, other things start to come into alignment and into balance. And I just think it's beautiful the way you explain it. I love that surrender to the magic. That is,
yeah.
really is what true balance really is. It's a package deal. It's like you had mentioned right from the beginning. It's mind, body, and soul. It is it's all of us. It's the spiritual side, the mental side, the physical side, the emotional side. You cannot, I talk about this all the time, you can't have, wellness, true balance, unless all four pillars are in balance too, because you can't have one without the other. So it's a wonderful, wonderful way to be able to start recognizing that and being able to spark, and then let your innate intelligence choose from you for the library. So thank you so much.
And understand that it is yourself that tells the machine what you're needing. Allow yourself to do that. Like, it's okay. It's
so cool, because tonight, Trinity, I just put on our ticker tape tonight. Ron Spence, who is our top resident scientist, who's been studying all this stuff for like over 30 years. He's actually starting a new show called Quantum Transformations. And so every Thursday, one of our guests will be lucky enough to get a free trial and a quantum bioscan done by Ron. So if anybody's interested, just put a heart in the comments, and I'll give you the link for the show tonight. It's at 6:00, and you too can get all.
Oh my gosh! I wish I could put a heart there.
I know. So, and also for all of you who are watching Trinity and you love her message, please reach out to her as well. Her and her partner, Shimama. I'm going to have Shimama on here too at some point. I know I will. And hopefully she's listening. She'll let me interview her. And I'm sure if your peeps are hearing this too, because I know you're sharing, you've got an amazing community. And if they're hearing this too, reach out to Trinity and say, hey, how do I get my spark on? Spark on, right?
Anytime, for sure. My name is, I think I'll just comment. I'll comment in this what my name is, so you guys can go right to my thing. But we also have a page called Stars of Unity. Stars is with 2 R's. I think it's printed down in the ticker down here.
Stars of Unity. Yeah.
And we have,
I even spelt it right.
You're so awesome. I love it. And we have like groups and stuff, but we have a website where we do a lot of our events and hold some great healing circles and groups too. So you are welcome to, I think it's just www.thestarsofunity.com, but I'll definitely I
can write that in here right now for you, like www.stars, 2 R's, stars
of unity.
Hang on.
.com. It is a beautiful membership. It's a free membership. There's our cultivation center that is in there. It is a paid one, but it is amazing. It's where we utilize our modalities, actually. So we do weekly events in there, or quite a few events in there doing the modalities. So you're more than welcome to. And actually, right now would be perfect time, because it's like 2-week free trial. I keep forgetting to freaking say that. I'm like, oh yeah, you get this cool freaking 2 weeks. Oh my gosh.
Well, we're also, the whole reason why we started this Quantum Hearts as well, this Quantum Heart Talks, is that this is our Oktoberfest, where I get to introduce all you beautiful souls and you beautiful humanitarians who are raising human consciousness for this beautiful planet we call Gaia. And it's to build up to our 30-day challenge, because I know that some of you are stepping into the role in our private Facebook group, Quantum Wellbeing. Well, you will be our experts for doing the boost for a week. So hopefully people will hop on that 30-day challenge as well, which will be really exciting. So thank you so much today, Trinity. Thank you so much, because I know you're one of our experts that's going to be part of that. So everybody, if you wanna hop on the Limbic Arc wellness tool and get this access to beautiful, beautiful souls like Trinity and some of our other guests during the challenge, where are you going to get that?
It's
Come
lots of
on.
fun. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so
It's going to be a
excited.
great way to finish off this year. A great way to not just finish the year, but just up level to a whole nother,
Yes.
quantum leap to a whole nother
Yes.
dimension.
Heck yeah. I love it. I love it. That's amazing.
Thank you so much, Trinity. Thank you, everybody, for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
I am so excited to be part of this journey with all of you. I am
Yes.
you, and you are me, and we are one. We are not separated. So let's do this together. Namaste.
Yes. Thank you.